Episode 26 promises to be another episode. How about that, Robin?
Oh my goodness, another episode.
Another episode of your favorite podcast and mine, Scooch Ovaries! Scooch over.
Hey, can you scooch over?
You want me to scooch over?
Just a little bit. Scooch.
Scooch?
Scooch.
Scooch. Scooch Ovaries! It's an episodic situation. We have episodes. Remember how the theme was going to be segments?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of is.
Oh, we just don't officially name them as segments. And it might seem like we're just going off the top of our head. That's because we're so good, you can't understand that they're segments. We just don't say them out loud.
It's the seamless acting and ability of us to... What? This is...
Yeah.
You're eavesdropping on a conversation where we're facing a wall. Neither one of us is good at eye contact.
This one, I'm just going to look eye contact straight into the camera the whole entire time.
I think that's a great idea. Do you guys like the new setup? We'll wait.
It looks like we can have a news podcast. From the Scooch Ovaries news desk, this just in, breaking news.
Robin doesn't know how to talk into a microphone. And she's like, hey, it looks like we got her back. It's like, where are you going? With your mouth.
Where are you going?
It must stay here.
It's got to be here. No, I don't, but I like to shake it up a little bit. I like it for people who are listening to Spotify to like turn it up in their car and then be like,
When I was really new at the editing thing, I would really mess up the music on Contrary Gardens, and then I think this one as well in the beginning, and I didn't know how to work the volume thing, and then finally I realized, listen to the finished product closely, not just like turn it on and go vacuum, like... So, there's a lot of post-production. As the old expression goes, we fix it in post.
Ye old production post.
I think that 26 episodes stands for something. And if you could do the math with me, Robin, doesn't that mean something, 26?
20.
Oh, look at this. It's half a year. It's 6 months.
Oh, I was like, divided by 3 is 13. So it's double bad luck.
Wait a minute. 26 divided by 3 is 13?
No, divided in half. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Look, math.
Yeah.
My point is, we've been doing this for half a year.
We have. Good
How about
on
that?
us. Yeah, good on us.
Look at that.
Hmm.
And that was the last episode.
Scooch Ovaries was never heard from again. No, stop being ominous. My goodness.
One of the fun things about this podcast is that we just have a really good time. I hope you guys do. Don't you hope that too?
Oh, I do. Yeah. I hope someone's like, hey, I'm super sad, but you know what's not sad? Scooch Ovaries.
It's a mess.
I mean, if those girls can just keep on trucking, they think this is a podcast, maybe I can create something. That's what you're going to say. You know what? I'm fine with that.
I love that idea. Mm-hmm. And I think our theme of this episode is going to be the importance of having something that's creative in your life. If that's a choice that you've made, and whether it be a hobby or a profession or just something you need to do when you're in the, group room at therapy at the asylum.
Would you like to hear my new creative hobby?
I would love to hear your new creative hobby, Robin Savage.
I bought a steamer, and it's my whole personality now.
So that's it's creative that you think that's creative.
It's oddly what's the word I'm looking for?
It's satisfying, which has nothing to do with creative. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'll be right with you. No, it's not creative.
See, it's like this little Bissell cleaner, and it looks like a big fat teapot, and then it's got like hoses, and you put like just this much water in it, and then it goes whoosh, and you can clean anything, and it comes out spotless.
And it's not any chemical being added to it. It's just water.
Just water, yeah.
My mother had one. She loved it.
See, I thought it was like a new thing. I guess it's not.
Well, she's gone 10 years, so how new could it be?
That's what I'm saying. But I think everything's a new thing. Like once I discover something, I'm like, oh, it's a brand new thing.
Cell phones, cars. with gasoline engines.
My mother for Christmas time bought me a oven and a stove, and
Ovens and stoves.
she bought me. I was like, "Hey, did you know that there's double ovens now? Isn't that crazy?" And she was literally like, "I've had a double oven for 20 years."
Well, your mom's on the cutting edge.
She is on the cutting edge.
Cutting edge. Wow, you took the G off it. It made it sound different. Cutting edge sounds cleaner.
Yeah, she's a cutting edge lady.
Yeah.
But yeah, so back to the steamer. You can anything at all. You just steam it right off, and it kind of makes me just want to clean dirty stuff, because you can clean like semi-dirty stuff, and it's okay. Clean something really gross.
Yeah, it's
nothing better.
The dental hygienists at my dentist office were like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, get in there. It's been 5 years. Have a good time."
Oh, she likes scuzzy teeth?
No, no, that didn't actually happen. That's a creepy story. But someone at work told a story like that. They do like to see a difference when they're cleaning, though. I think anyone who has a job where they're cleaning something, they want to see a difference when they're done.
Oh.
It's more satisfying when you can chip off the plaque.
Yes.
And the stains.
When my son graduated high school, he at the time had high hopes to start a power washing business.
Oh.
And he and his friend came over, and I was like, I mean, if you want to practice in our driveway, I don't know what good it's going to do. Oh my God.
Yeah.
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 And I was like, oh, that is so satisfying, because it's just like our concrete was white, and I just thought it was like, or whatever color it was. I just thought that's the
Dirty
way.
gray with oil stain.
Yeah, the Lord intended it. It was not. It was pretty and white. And he's been graduated for 22, like 3.5 years now. So
Wow.
I know, time flies. Yeah, it's gotten pretty gross, because now he works in the bank and he goes to school. So
He ain't power washing nothing.
he ain't power washing nothing, that boy.
But you are. You're in the bathroom there with the tiles. That's not a thing, is it? Do you have tiles?
Oh, I do have tiles. Like my goal, and my steaming goal, not my life goal. My steaming goal is to get a steaming mop. Because you get one of those steaming mops, you can like take, because I've been watching it on like the TikToks and the Reels, you can just take it in like your inside
This
your
might be
bathtub
the
and
last
shower. Just and it just, because right now I'm just doing the little one. I'm just doing the.
Are you get like at a car wash? You're gonna get one of those things, like when you're at the car wash and you got the broom in your hand, and there's like a wand,
Yeah.
and it's got like the broom on the end of the water comes out.
I mean, that's the dream. Right now, I'm just doing the tiny little teapot thing.
Shoot high, my friend.
But sometimes like if, especially like having people with dirty hands in your house, and they grab the refrigerator handle, it gets gross.
I don't let people with dirty hands in my house.
Like,
I make people wash their hands when they come in. Some people make them take their shoes off. I'm like, wash your hands.
See,
I'm
I'm
joking,
joking. Take
man.
your shoes off, person.
But
I don't in your house, just because
It's not one of my rules.
that doesn't seem to be a rule.
No.
Yeah. So you power scrub it, and it takes those fingerprints just right off.
Oh wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. So wait, like if you're power washing a refrigerator door, where's the water going?
It's just steam, so it's just evaporating.
So it's
I mean,
the dirt's going. Isn't
yeah.
it dripping down?
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to have a towel. So what you
Okay.
have to do is you have a towel, and you scrub it with a little thing, and the dirt does drip down, and then you wash it off. And then I sometimes will follow it up with actual soap and water. But once that steam kind of loosens it up, it gets real clean, and it's real good.
You're not joking. You're super into this. Wow.
Yeah. And people like my daughter bought something secondhand, and she's like, I don't know, it's kind of grimy. I'm like, bring home the mama. Bring it home to mama.
Oh, Robin.
Yeah.
This is very funny.
So
You have like a cleaning obsession.
just a steaming obsession. I mean, I am trying to get cleaner. I don't want to go down that path again, because we've talked about it.
Yeah, but what's your next clean thing you want to clean though?
Well, my whole house is still pretty damaged. It's not damaged. We're on the rebuild, so we're still in the process of moving in. You're like, in January, what? But maybe in December we were still moving.
Yeah, well, there's things to take care of, but it's so cool that you found this thing and it makes you so happy. It's funny, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I feel like it's something that happens as you grow. I don't want to say get older. As you grow, you find things that are kind of like, hey, that is kind of fun. Let's do that. I like puzzles. They come back.
Puzzles are real good.
They're exciting. There is a line in one of my favorite and one of your favorite TV shows, Girls Five Ever. Mm-hmm. Girls Five Ever, excuse me, where Sarah Bareilles' character and her husband are talking about whether or not they want to have more kids. Mm-hmm. And she's kind of like, I'm not sure. And he's like, no, remember the plan? 2 kids, 2 dogs, we do 1,000 puzzles and we die. And I'm like, oh, that sounds fucking awesome. Except for the 2 kids and 2 dogs part. Yeah. 1,000 puzzles.
I'll tell you what, 2 kids, 4 cats, and then the puzzles. That to me is a good life.
Do you like puzzles?
I do. When my mother and my aunt come for Christmas time, in fact, my son at Christmas gave them a puzzle, and it's like a picture in France, and yeah, I do like puzzles. I get really sucked into it. I do, and I think it's a good family bonding time because everyone's around. Yeah, it's good times.
Do you? I can't believe that you and I have never sat and done a puzzle, but I feel like our time is limited.
Yeah,
and that's a time burner. Mm-hmm. And that's something you do. I love doing that with my family. We love doing puzzles. We're all together. I have a few. If your mom and aunt need another, I've got a few.
Oh, I think this one's gonna keep them tied up for a long time because my daughter went down on her own to visit them in the beach, and she was like, "That's the hardest puzzle I've ever." They couldn't even get the border yet.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
So you want to R, but you don't want to. Like I saw someone on Facebook and they did one of a snowstorm or something. I was like, oh, that's way too hard. You know, you want to challenge yourself, not like have an 8-piece puzzle, but you don't want it to be too tedious.
I have a Magritte one, and it's the guy with the bowler hat and the apple for a face. He's in a suit. I've lost everyone.
For a face?
It's a famous surrealistic painting by Magritte, and it's a man standing with a gray sky behind him, and he's in a suit, and he has a tie on, and he has a bowler hat, those round top hats, and there's just a green apple in front of his face. And that's the puzzle, and I could get everything but the gray, and I just took it apart and said no. It's too hard. When Jen and Jeff were here 4 years ago, my niece Jen and her husband Jeff, to pick up Maggie, yay, 4 years ago, they were doing it, and Jeff was working on it, but there was so much gray, and I was like, oh, no, I can't.
Yeah.
It's too much. Yeah, it's like white dogs in a snowstorm. Why are you doing that to yourself?
Yeah, that's so crazy. I wonder why that's such a family thing. Because I don't do it on my own, but yeah, when my mother and my aunt come down, we do puzzles, and it's really neat.
It's a group
fun.
Fidget spinner.
Yeah, it is a group fidget spinner.
It takes all the focus. No one's looking at you like, when you gonna get in shape, or when you're gonna get a better job, when you're gonna finish school. Does anyone have a corner piece? Much better.
Well, and then I feel like you celebrate because sometimes, like, I know my aunt's really good about, being like, oh, I'll just try to get that picture of the monkey, and then you look over there and she has it, and you're like, great job, way to go. Or you'll be like, oh, guys, I finally finished this corner, and everybody like, yay.
You get excited. And I'm the girl staring at the box for 10 minutes, and then I take one piece and I put it where there's nothing and say, that goes there. And everyone just looks annoyed. Like, are you going to build on it? Nope, it goes right there. That's what I...
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
And then they try to put something else. I'm like, what are you doing? That stays there.
They're like, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit.
But I can also play as a group. I can play well with others when it comes to puzzling. I do enjoy that. And you got to shift seats once in a while. And you got to share the picture in the box with other people. You can't keep the box. You have to share it. I was doing one during that hurricane when I was staying at a friend's house with Barb and Mary Jane, and the lights went out, and we thought, let's keep going with flashlights. Oh God.
That's a great distraction.
Yeah, and then the flashlight started to die, and I'm like, it's time to call it, ladies.
Was that Hurricane Helene or Milton?
It was Milton, and it was a few hours before the worst night in a long time.
I was going to say that Milton was really bad for you guys, where Helene was bad for Tampa.
Yeah. Well, it was
not that Milton was a fun
walk in the park. No.
We square danced during Milton.
Milton fucked you over, and then
not like Helene.
No, Helene fucked you over, and then Milton played with my head because it sounded like a skeleton monster was on the roof trying to break into the roof through with a bony hand for like an hour and a half, and I found Jesus.
I have reoccurring dreams about my house being flooded.
Really?
Yeah, it's like,
Oh, Robin.
because I distinctly remember it, the water being so cold on my feet.
Oh.
And I have reoccurring dreams that I'm walking my house with water everywhere. I don't think that's anything I should worry about.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Do you have reoccurring dreams about the scary things on the...
No, my dreams are always weird, and they're usually someone's annoyed at me about something. I'm not kidding. And it's just like they're getting more annoyed. And then I wake up, I'm like, nah, I disappointed another one. Like literally, I have dreams where people are annoyed at me. Isn't that funny? And a lot of those, I can't get out of things. But it's never like your house flooding. I never have nightmares about your house flooding.
I think that's worse. I think that's
fine.
worse.
I had a bad one the other day. I went to work and told Mindy and my boss and my friend, and she said, "Yeah, you need to not keep focusing on that one. That's a bad one." There were 3 or 4 aspects of it that were just like haunting, and she's like, "Oh no, you're not gonna touch on that again. You're gonna let that go. That was just a dream."
It's so like, people will be in your dream, like, "Oh, Mary, wow, you didn't share your taquitos.
No,
thought you were better than that."
No, it's not taquito sharing.
Okay.
It's fine.
I won't press it anymore. I feel like someone being disappointed in you is funny, but it's not if it affects you and it hurts you.
It's a child rearing strategy that was used in our household.
Okay.
I still don't know if my mother's disappointed. All joke. My father's favorite expression was, "That's a shame." That can be used in so many different ways.
That's kind of like a bless your heart.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. When a World War II vet puts his hands on his hips and looks around and goes, "That's a shame." It's like, oh shit, we fucked up.
Yeah. How do we interpret that? Yeah. That almost is like a...
Yeah. But Robin, hey, creativity and esteema. Back to that. Enough of my therapy. Ugh.
I'll tell you what, have a steamer and it'll be all the therapy you need.
Love that idea.
Although you don't have anything gross around here.
Oh, well, the doors are closed to the closets.
I don't think you could steam stuff that you probably just need to give to Goodwill.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, that
Like you need dirt and grime.
my lanai is crazy. I would have loved to have
Probably
used that on the glass doors, but it would have gone in the like where it's supposed to be sealed. It would have gone in.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's a 50-plus-year-old sliding glass door system.
Yeah.
And it's like, like I found like a 1/4 of an inch open in the master bedroom. Sorry, primary bedroom, whatever. The big bedroom. The sliding glass door was open like, I guess maybe 1/8 of an inch.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, well, that's how all the things are getting in.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So, my solution was not to go out in lanai and push the door closed. It was to put packing tape along the door. And then like a couple days later, I was, let me just try to close it. And I could close it. And I was like, God damn it. I should have just come out and closed it. It was just like, I just needed a little good nudge.
Yeah. Why didn't I think of that before I bought all the packing tape?
Oh, I always have packing tape. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm ready. If we have to box up quick,
Okay.
I always have packing tape.
Yeah.
No, this episode is turning into why didn't Mary go to therapy like she said she would before December 31st?
Oh, I feel like I feel like I need it too, my friend.
We were both gonna look into maybe I don't know, options to find tools to help deal with life. That's what I call therapy now. Going to therapy, looking for tools. I think we both have the tools.
Well, I like self-help books. Maybe I can do like a self-help book about trying to get over memories.
I hate to tell you, but you got that PTSD thing going on now.
Oh, you think so?
Are you mocking me?
Huh.
No, I'm serious. Oh no, I think you have a legit PTSD.
Oh, I always thought that was just for like people who went to Nam and stuff.
Yeah, because we're old and that's what we think. Yeah. But we shouldn't minimize it because there's a large percentage of the population walking around with PTSD.
Oh.
Yeah, it could be abuse, emotional.
Yeah.
Could be living with people who maybe should have also gone to therapy and didn't, like the way I did that. There are things that happen in people's lives that are huge and horrible, like what you went through. And then, if I may, you and I both inherited all of the trauma genes from our mother and grandmother and her mother and her mother.
Oh,
We are carrying that shit.
that means I'm messing up my kids unbelievably. I was like, yep, you are. So
You're not. Your kids are fucking awesome.
good night. Sleep tight.
No. But have you heard about that? I think, oh God, I can't even think of what it's called. There's a whole, is it
PTSD?
eugenics? What?
No, PTSD.
Well, yeah, PTSD is what we're experiencing. And that's why sometimes people have anxiety and have no idea why. It's because they're flashing back to Nam, if you will. They're Nam. Nam was like really a long time ago now. They don't even. Kids are like, what are they talking about?
Well, you know what? There's so many kids out there listening to our podcast. We're really like the Gen Z. Gen Z's like, hey guys, what do you want to do? Listen to Scooch Ovaries? That's what the kids are saying these days.
That's not anything. No one's saying that. My sister and my nephews. And some friends.
Your nephews are probably millennials, though.
I get confused with all that stuff. I think Max is a.
Oh, Max is probably Gen Z. I was thinking Corey.
Corey's a millennial.
Yeah, Corey's probably a millennial.
He's and
very
you're a Gen
delightful.
X. He is delightful. Yeah. You're a Gen X. I'm a boomer.
You're a boomer.
I hate to admit. No, but as I say, I'm a boomer rising to Gen X. I'm on the cusp.
Yeah.
That's not a thing. But I think the passing on of trauma genes, that's literally a thing. It's in your DNA from your predecessors. Is this a new concept for you?
It probably is. It's probably like the double oven and the steamer. I'm like, oh, that's brand new information. I'm glad we're learning this in the year 2025.
Does your watch tell you the year?
No, I don't know why I did that. And
it's pretty funny.
My daughter made it so every time, oh, look at the kitties. Every time I do something, it's like a new picture.
Oh my God, cat
and
pictures.
My new kitty.
Epigenetics.
Oh, that almost sounds like an EpiPen.
I'm allergic to bad memories.
We are not to my mother's trauma.
We're not making light of it, and yet it sounds like we are. Oh, look, let's read what the Arkansas Advocate has to say about it. No, thank you. But we will choose the AI-generated answer. Trauma can be passed down through.
Not everyone in Arkansas is stupid. Maybe they have something smart to say.
Let's find out. Modern research suggests that trauma experienced by our ancestors can be passed down to future generations through genetics, and I truly believe this.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
One of my smart nephews told me about it, and I truly believe in it, and it makes sense.
Can I just tell you a real quick Arkansas story?
Arkansas story? Really?
Yeah.
How?
I know you don't know middle of American states, but it goes Missouri, Arkansas.
Oh.
And so I've driven to Arkansas many a time and did a little bit of river rafting. And they got pretty good rivers in Arkansas.
Was it whitewater rafting?
No, it was more just canoeing.
Okay,
I'm not a whitewater rafting. That's scary. I just like to canoe and drink beers. I say I like to. It's been 30 years since I've been canoeing.
It's like it was yesterday.
It was like it was yesterday, and it's a lot of fun. You go and you drink beer and yeah. Oh, you had a whole bit about it at the.
Oh, that was kayaking.
Yeah,
that was kayaking. But if I may go back even further, Jeannie used to take us river canoeing, and there was some whitewater.
Now, was that when she lived in Colorado, or was that?
No, this was our youth. We were in our teenage years.
New York.
This is back when Jeannie had I'll be right with you, a softball team through work. She worked for the Cypress Hills office of the Social Security Department, Social Security Insurance, SSI. And when she worked there, she ran the office, and she had a bunch of gals that she was friends with, and they had a softball team. And they let me and Moggy and Maud, our best friend Maud Bauer, next door, she lived. We went and we played softball with them. And they made me first base. This is how bad the team was. I was first base. And the gals' names were like Kathy and Corey, and I can't remember. But it was a wonderful group of ladies. They were very fun and goofy, and we had the most fun. And then a couple times we went camping with them somehow. I don't know how this happened, but we went camping all together. And we went canoeing, and Jeannie and I were in a canoe together. And of course it flipped over, and I had to figure out how to walk on rocky, like oily rocks on the bottom of a river. And then with like bare feet, I must have had sneakers on. I wouldn't have been.
They're probably like water moccasin things.
I don't think they had those back then.
Oh, they didn't? Okay.
It's sneakers, and I remember I hurt my knee and then we had to call the place to bring the van to pick us up because I hurt my knee, and we just said just hit the land, and we walked to the land, and there were no cell phones. This is 100 years ago, and then we found somebody who called, and then the van came and picked us up there, and I said, my knee, I can't carry. And Jeannie's gonna be like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, my knee.
Oh wow, yeah. My stories were a lot more fun. I mean, sometimes you flipped over, then you flip it back over, you chase your beers down, you put it in.
Yeah, this was pre-beer.
Oh, okay. Well, I could see where if you weren't like tipsy at 7:30 in the morning, how it could be not enjoyable.
No, we were like 13.
Oh, okay.
14 maybe.
Okay. Well, did they charge you extra for the van picking you up?
We had nothing to do with the money part. Me and Monkey and Maud were just there. We were just there, and we had a great time, and we did really enjoy it. And I went a few times with Bob, and I really did like canoeing. I thought it was super fun. And then I saw, what the heck is that? Kevin Bacon and Meryl Streep movie about river rafting. It's so scary.
I love me some Kevin Bacon.
What's it?
I think it's just called The River Runs Through It. Or
The River Runs Through It is a different movie.
White Water.
Oh my God, what's the name of that movie? I'm going to find it.
But I know which one I've never seen it, but I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, it's one of the best movies ever. You've never seen it? You need to watch it immediately.
I like Kevin Bacon. You don't have to ask me twice about him. I think he's a handsome fella.
You remember the joke from Girls Five Eva when Summer had to have her tattoo covered up? Her husband's name was Kev.
Oh, yeah.
So she got it covered up, and it says, Summer loves Kevin Bacon's filmography. The writing on that show, Meredith Scardino, I swear to God.
So funny.
Oh, my God.
Well, have we announced that Girls Five Eva has not been picked up, which is probably old news by the time this is being listened to?
I didn't announce it because it makes me so fucking sad.
It makes me sad, too. Maybe someone somewhere will take it up. The world needs a little bit more of Paula Pell, and we definitely need more of Renee Goldberry's.
I can never get her name right.
Yeah, the three name Renee, who's like
Renee Ellis Goldberry?
Renee Elise Goldberry.
Damn, it's so close. Renee Elise Goldberry.
Are you still trying to find the Kevin Bacon movie?
Yeah, Kevin Bacon and Meryl Streep. I'm only back up to.
I thought it was something to do with a river.
Yeah, River's in the name.
River's wild.
They're screaming it at their phone.
They are.
Mary, we can't hear you. The River Wild. Why couldn't we get there? The River Wild.
The River Wild. Okay, 1994.
Oh my God, isn't John C. Reilly in that?
Again, I don't know.
Oh my God. Oh God, you got to see it. Oh my God, Meryl Streep is she's such a lesbian in this movie, but she's not a lesbian. She's married to David Stratham. And then Kevin Bacon and John C. Reilly are the villains. It's so good.
Okay.
Benjamin Bratt's in it. I don't remember that. Now I gotta watch it again. Everybody go watch The River Wild, 1994. Adventure crime thriller.
Nice thing about Kevin Bacon, he could be the good guy and he could be the bad guy. He's that good of an actor.
And he's a singer-songwriter.
He is. And he makes very funny videos with his wife and his daughter.
He's wonderful. He's an American treasure.
He is.
Do you want to say anything else about the steamer? I feel like I cut you off 8 times.
No, I feel like I cut you off doing something else. But no, I think that's it. If you're like, you know what, I need a little something in my life to preoccupy my time, get a steamer.
Or watch The River Wild. It's good.
Or have The River Wild in the background while you're steaming. Because sometimes that steam, and be careful not to, hit it with your hands.
And focus on the movie, don't steam while you're... Watch the movie. It's amazing.
Because then you'll be like, river, huh?
What happened to John C. Reilly? I was vacuuming.
Well, yeah.
How are you vacuuming?
Like, I thought they were doing this, and now they're on a river? Huh? That's what you're going to say.
But it's water related.
Ah.
So steamer.
Oh, it is.
Steamer.
Oh, you could pretend the steam is like the white water. So it'll be like a 3D. They go, psh, and you steam.
It would open your pores, too.
Open. They just said pause. Pores. Okay.
It would open your pores.
Open your pores.
I've been having such a challenge lately with words.
That's just your accent.
What accent?
What accent? What are you talking about? What'd you say?
You know what I can't say? What was it? Price Club and BJ's and Sam's. Do you know the other one?
Costco.
Yes. I want to say Costco.
Costco.
Because it's cost.
Costco.
Because when I say Costco, it turns into CAW. See? Costco.
Costco.
How do you say it?
Costco.
So you're not even...
Like Bosco.
You're ignoring
Costco.
the T.
Costco. No, I say it Costco. You're saying
Costco. You want to go to Price Club or Costco?
Costco.
Costco.
It's Costco.
That sounds wrong.
Yeah, Costco.
No.
Not Quast. Hey guys, let's go to Costco. You
ain't
can
gonna-
get cheaper gas.
I ain't going to BJ's and I'm not going to Dick's.
Two different things. Now it's like called like a Super Dicks or something. Like,
No.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's called Super Dicks.
Yeah, it's like they've made it bigger or something. I don't know. Mega sized dicks or something.
Where are the lesbians? How did they allow this to happen? Super Dicks.
I'll have to take a look, but it's yeah, they're expanding the stores.
There it is. There's that signature Robin Savage humor. I don't know if it was an innuendo. I don't know if she meant it. It was kind of dirty, but it was funny.
I really think that's a thing, though. We'll have to look it up afterwards.
Super Dicks.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Snappers means vagina, which was very upsetting to me, and I didn't find out about it till like my last year in comedy. Did you know that one of the nicknames for the vagina is Snappers?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like I think that snappers and snatch and a lot of the S words.
Shaint. Shaint. Super Dicks, how disappointing. We're going to end on that disappointing
Or
note.
mega dicks. I don't know.
No!
It's
Oh
something,
my
I
God.
swear it's something like that.
I'm sorry. I just banged the microphone. I'm so upset. Why are there so many big dicks?
But taking from the innuendo for a second, that for a sports-related store, it's crazy expensive.
Dicks?
Crazy expensive.
What happened to Sports Authority? Why they all close?
I don't know. I like Play It Again Sports because it's just secondhand sports. I like it that.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
All right.
They could combine and call it Play It Again Dicks. Stupid.
Ugh.
That's dumb. That should have been one of my segments that didn't make it as a
So,
segment.
yeah, do it on the next one. They won't remember. It's a whole week later.
Okay.
We covered a lot.
In this episode.
And it's our signature phrase. And while we were, I was deciding to make it a creative episode, it really was, this was the Robin Steamer episode.
I was
So
going to say, no pun intended, but I steamrolled it and I apologize.
why would you apologize for
Because
talking?
I think you were trying to say something sincere and I was like, I got steamer! I got steamer!
Oh, no.
I know.
That's fantastic. I want to thank you for coming to my house so we could make podcast episodes.
Well, would you like to kick it off? A
ignore
segment
that.
that didn't make it as a segment?
I
or
would, and
shall
it's a good one. Are you ready?
I am.
Mine are not steamer related. Are you going to be okay with that?
I will learn to accept it.
Why can't Stevie Nicks be the president?
Oh.
And this episode will air just a couple days before the inauguration. So enjoy it. Yeah, I believe the inauguration is January 20th. Am I wrong?
Oh, no, that's always the inauguration.
Yeah, January 20th.
Okay.
So this, you're listening to this on January 18th, guys, or you're watching it on YouTube a few days before.
Okay.
Because did you know you could do that? Mark your calendar. Every Wednesday, Thursday, go look for the YouTube episode. We give you a gift. You don't even know it's there.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
No.
So.
What's yours?
My segment that didn't make it as a segment. If a pea broke their arm, would it need a podcast? That's really dumb.
Oh, P Pod. Mm-hmm. Podcast. Oh.
PEA.
Well, that's one of those thinkers.
That's what I like to do. Always leave them guessing.
That's a mega dick joke. It's not. It's not anything related.
It's a pea pod joke. I'm going to scratch my nose.
I don't have a lot of P Pod material. Here's mine. Oh, I keep going back to old episodes to read those. Is the platform next door just AI Gladys Kravitz?
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, are those real people being like, does anyone know why they didn't pick up the garbage?
Yeah.
Or does anyone know a good plumber?
Did I tell you that my wonderful neighbor, who during all of this has fed me and kept me abreast of everything that was going on in my house when I wasn't in my house, I forever call her Mrs. Kravitz and make fun of her.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I'm a good friend. Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
See how life slaps you in the ass like that?
And I send her memes of Mrs. Kravitz. And, yeah.
Wait, you did that before? And you were...
No, I fully am doing it now. Like, she's a wonderful friend, and we're like, Miss Kravitz over here calling us because someone's out of my house at 11 o'clock.
This is hysterical. And everybody under 40, Google Gladys Kravitz, because, you know, you're millennials and stuff. They don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, she thought it was funny, even though, like, she's a dear friend.
It's solid. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, that's the problem with being friends with a comedian. You never get, like, sincerity, you know?
You know, usually my friends now are making fun of me at work because they're like, oh, she's going to say that was solid. It was solid. She's going to, because they all laugh and I go, that was solid. And they're like, she's going to say it was solid. And because it used to be, we'd say, write it down. And now we just say, that was solid.
That's solid. Yeah. That's solid.
It's hard to be friends with comedians.
It is. It's hard to be a comedian. My very last segment that didn't make it as a segment was the Brady's middle daughter's favorite month, January.
Oh.
January.
Oh, you know it was. Mm-hmm. That was good. You came up with that off the cuff.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try this at home, kids.
It may seem like you're just writing stupid stuff on paper.
I don't know why we're not getting paid to do this. I don't understand.
I don't understand why we're not getting sponsors.
You know, everything we say is solid.
Yeah, that's solid. Those puns, solid.
It's time to wrap it up.
Yeah. Okay, my friend.
All right. You want to? I'm gonna say the goodbye part.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know why I announced it. I mean, you all know it's coming.
Yeah.
Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for listening. If you're still there, Corey, shout out. The rest of yous, nice to see you. Tune in next week for another brand new episode of your favorite podcast of mine, Scooch Ovaries! Scooch over.
Hey, can you scooch over?
You want me to scooch over?
Just a little bit. Scooch.
Scooch?
Scooch.
Scooch. Scooch Ovaries!